Hi everyone, today I'm going to share with you how I lost 15 kilos in 3.5 months of having had my second child without setting a weight loss goal. So stay tuned. Welcome to Yellow Door Talks. I'm Sonam Mahajan, a mindfulness teacher and life coach. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to not miss an update. So here are the 7 things from my personal experience that I did to lose 15 kilos in 3.5 months after giving birth to my second child. Number 1, I strictly ate Indian home-cooked meals for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Nothing fancy at all, simple Indian ghar ka khana. There were no lunches, brunches, dinners involved. And some of you have asked me what these meals look like, and I post my daily meals on Track Your Thali. You can check it out here. This is your daily reminder to disciplined eating. So I didn't cut down carbs, proteins or fats. I just ate food that seemed right based on my common sense. Number 2, I didn't eat any desserts or add sugar to my food. Number 3, there was no junk snacking, so I would typically snack on nuts or seeds, makhanas or something like that. Number 4, I don't drink alcohol, so there's no alcohol involved. There were no sweetened drinks or spirited drinks that I would consume. Number 5, I would rest well. I would catch a sleep, a nap whenever I could, as much as a mother of 2, under 2 can. Now, number 6, exercise. As a new mother, I was very realistic about the fact that time and energy is a very scarce resource for me. So I optimized my eating habits as much as I could that could support me in my journey to becoming healthy and strong. Having said that, I did carve out a 20-minute daily routine for my workouts. Now these are the 20 minutes that I would find somehow in between my kids' schedules, in between nursing my younger one, and this could be any time of the day. And this is how I plan the 20 minutes. One day do yoga, another day do cycling, then do swimming, and then go for a run. So literally these 4 activities that weren't too strenuous or taxing on my body is what I chose to do on a daily basis. Now I started my workout only after 2 months of having given birth to my child. So I didn't do anything for 2 months, and after 2 months I started these daily 20-minute workouts. Now lastly, number 7, how I eat my meals is something that is very important to me. Anyone who's consumed a meal with me or knows me well enough knows how much I enjoy my meals and I cherish my meal timings on the dining table. Now the typical response that I get when I share this is that this is really hard. And the simple answer to that is that yes, it is. And it is hard because of the following. Number 1, it impacts how you socially interact, how you meet people. In my case, even as I was planning my work meetings, this is something that I needed to think through. I don't plan it around my meal timings. Number 2, life is genuinely happening to us as we plan what we plan for ourselves. So definitely, even though we've made a commitment to something, there will be enough number of things that will come by to throw us off that schedule and challenge us in being able to meet that goal for that day. Number 3, there's always going to be temptation, whether it's in your own house with someone eating something that you've planned not to eat, or it could just be on social media or on the internet. You spot something that might tempt you, so that's going to be there. And number 4, the balancing act. Now this is something that I personally found very challenging because I didn't want to lose weight at the cost of my overall well-being. So I didn't want to lose weight giving up on my sleep, being more stressed out, having to do this as a task, give up on my relationships. I didn't want to follow any fad diets. Overall, I wasn't looking for any quick fixes because quick fixes don't last and are not sustainable. So when you're looking to do something in a more long-term, sustainable way that impacts your overall well-being and health, it's not always the easiest. So that was also challenging for me. So for a moment, let's forget about what I did, everything that I've told you, because that could look very different for you as an individual. Let's focus on how I got to realizing this and what helped me along the way. So the following were my biggest takeaways from the journey that I experienced. Number 1, consistency and discipline is key. Now this is not easy because it means making a healthy choice for your meals every single day. But as you make these healthy choices daily, you notice that your cravings come down and it becomes easier and easier to choose right as you go along. Number 2, as much as we give importance to consistency, flexibility is important as well, because there will be enough things that challenge the consistency. So learning to adapt, be flexible, and figure out how can you now do this despite of and in spite of, and at the same time knowing when you need to let go. Number 3 is earning credibility with yourself. I have benefited greatly from this approach. Now I realized that as I was doing stuff that was difficult and tough for me, I was starting to trust myself and believe in myself a lot more. That motivated me and that fueled me to doing a lot more in the days and weeks to come. And number 4, something that I've talked about a lot, focus on the process and not the goal. Now, I didn't even have a weight loss goal. I didn't have a number in mind. I didn't have a timeline in mind for me to lose weight. I only had a broad vision towards becoming more fit, becoming healthy, becoming strong. And I focused on my daily actions and my daily goals. So I set very small goals for myself, such as exercising 20 minutes, focusing on my meals. And that is where my focus was, not on the goal. So by doing that, as I was eating healthier, becoming stronger, becoming fitter, weight loss was actually a surprise for me. I was absolutely not anticipating to lose this kind of weight. This was a huge learning moment to me because weight loss became a byproduct of me wanting to be healthy, me wanting to be fit. And here's the bonus tip. I built the consistency, discipline, determination, perseverance, and repetition of habits that serve me through my practices of mindfulness and meditation. My practices help me pay attention to what's most important to me, focus on my life goals, and also on my self-awareness as to when I need to push harder and when I need to let go. My practices have also shaped my mindset and helped me build any form of grit or resilience that I benefit from today. So what's the bottom line? Here's what I would say, that all of this stuff is actually genuinely very difficult and it's hard because the challenges we face along the way are very human. Having said that, we also have the intrinsic capacity and capability for wisdom. And if we can tap into this wisdom-based action, making choices that work for us would become effortless and a default trait for us. And if not, I think many of us find ourselves stuck in this cycle of feeling stressed out, feeling guilty, and none of these aspects help us in our overall well-being or our physical and mental health. And please note that what I shared with you today is my personal experience. What might work for you could be very different based on your body type, your existing health conditions, your delivery type. So please do consult your doctors, your dietitians, or your fitness coaches before you decide what course of action to take for your own health goals. So that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. If this was useful, helpful, please do subscribe to the Yellow Door Talks YouTube channel. It would mean a lot to me. And of course, I will see you next week. Take care and stay well.